Yeah. FGB is the call of the day. Packers fall to the Eagles 34-29. And a lot of you pack tards out there that obviously you came into the season thinking that you guys were going to dominate not only your division, you actually had the audacity to think that you guys should have been in the NFC Championship game last year. You was hating on the Lions, of which the Lions are not that great themselves. We dominated them 7 out of 8 quarters that we played them last year. Nobody fears the Lions. But to make things even worse, a lot of Packers Nations, Packer fans, you guys actually believed that you guys were going back to the playoffs. You thought that, hey, we should have been in the NFC Championship game last year. So we're definitely going to be there this year because Jordan Love is that guy. He's the natural succession to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was the natural succession to Brett Favre. We always get the quarterback position right, so there's nothing to worry about. We're going to keep dominating because that's the way life works. No, it does not work that way. Life works in ebbs and flows, comes and goes, ups and downs. Who else knows? Yes, the Packers have had basically 30 years of elite quarterback play. But the way life works, if you've had 30 years of elite quarterback play, that means you're overdue for subpar quarterback play, average quarterback play. And this is why when I talk to Packer fans and I go back and forth with them and they say, oh, you're a Bears fan, you don't know what a quarterback is. In essence, yes, you're right. As far as the ebbs and flows of life, for the longest of time, Chicago Bears have struggled finding a franchise quarterback, a legitimate franchise quarterback, to the point where we were always the butt of all jokes of, you don't know what a quarterback is, shut up, why are you talking? Oh, you guys are known for having a good defense, but your quarterback always sucks, or average, or expectations were extremely high, but that quarterback seemingly was never able to meet those expectations, Jay Cutler. And you guys don't know what quarterbacks are. And historically, that has been true. But the way life works, sooner or later, it is our turn. Now, I'm not saying Caleb Williams is that guy. He may be that guy. He may not be that guy. But whatever the case, sooner or later, it is our turn. And this is what a lot of Green Bay Packer fans are afraid of. That, finally it's our turn. Just like with the Bulls. I grew up a Bulls fan. Huge Michael Jordan fan. He's the GOAT. I enjoyed every moment of that because I knew sooner or later it's going to be somebody else's turn. And we're going to be the cellar dwellers as far as a rooting interest in a franchise. You look at the Bulls now. I mean, we had Derrick Rose. That was a flash in the pan. That was Derrick Rose in his prime was something to marvel. But in the back of our minds, we knew, yeah, Derrick Rose is good, but it's not that Michael Jordan GOAT good. It wasn't our turn anymore. We had our turn in the 90s. So that's why in the 90s, when we were going to all those parades, the three-peats, the double three-peats, I took it all in and enjoyed the moment because I knew even way back then, like, you know what? Sooner or later, our turn is going to be up. It's going to be somebody else's turn. So I need to enjoy this moment. This moment is special. And that's how I viewed it. And swinging back to football, a lot of Green Bay Packer fans don't know how to do that. You had Brett Favre, and you didn't really enjoy the moment like you should have. Aaron Rodgers was on the bench. Aaron Rodgers comes in, he takes over, and he's an elite QB. Won a Super Bowl, taking Green Bay on deep playoff runs. Elite passer, elite quarterback. Green Bay Packer fans did not enjoy the moment that Aaron Rodgers was there, and he was giving you that. See, at that point in time, is Packer fans will tell you, 30 years of elite quarterback play. But how many of those elite quarterback plays did you soak in and actually enjoy the moment, knowing that one day this is going to be over? The elite quarterback play is not going to be there. Now, I'm not saying this about Jordan Love. Jordan Love might be another elite quarterback in the history of the Packers. It's still too early to tell. But what I will say is FGB. FGB. For the slow people in the back, it's a curse word, Green Bay. And for the Packer fans that think that you're just going to go on forever and ever and have one elite quarterback after the other, after the other, after the other, real life doesn't work like that. At some point, it's not going to be your turn anymore. At some point, it's going to be somebody else's turn. And this is why I laugh at so much of the vitriol online from Packer fans talking about Caleb Williams, because deep down inside, you guys fear that he might be the one. It might be the Bears' turn finally. And you're scared of that because if it's the Bears' turn, as far as identifying and actually acquiring a franchise quarterback, historically, the franchise has always been able to put together a solid defense. Now, you match historically the efforts of the organization always being able to put together a solid defense, and you match that with a franchise quarterback. Now you have dominance, and this is what Packer fans fear. Your clinch of the NFC North might be coming to an end. And last night, I don't wish injury on any player in any aspect of life. But getting the way Jordan Love got rolled up on, at the very worst, at the very least, his knee is going to be sore. At the very least. The very worst, there could be damage. He might need surgery. But to take it even further, there's a mental aspect of getting a knee injury in any sport. Because no matter what an athlete might tell you, oh, I'm fine, this and that. Oh, they cleaned it up. They did this, they did that. I'm fine. I'm rehabbing this and that. The thought of the pain, and in some cases when they're sitting on the ground and they're looking at it and their kneecap is on the side of their knee, and that imagery is seared in the mind of that player. It's going to take them a while to mentally get over that. And if it's going to take them a while to mentally get over that, it's going to be in the back of their mind all the time when they're on that field. Jordan Love is not going to be able to forget that. That's going to be in the back of his mind all the time when he's back out there. So that's going to affect his play. So now there's multiple levels of the madness. And now you have the thought that not only that it might be the Bears' turn as far as franchise quarterback. We don't know, but it could be. And this is what's driving Packer fans crazy, driving you guys mad. Driving you mad. And to that I say, shout out to the Eagles for doing Eagle things. Jordan Love, he put up good numbers. 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, before he got rolled up on late in the fourth quarter. And they still fall because their defense is trash. Trash buckets on buckets. So it was a lot of passing. Green Bay had 414 yards total yards. Passing yards, 250 yards passing. The Eagles had 266 yards passing. Jalen Hurts doing Hurts things. Rushing yards, Packers ground game did their thing. But Eagles ground game wasn't no slouch. Packers, 163 yards rushing. Eagles, 144 yards rushing. So this tells me that wasn't a lot of defense being played in this game. You know what I'm saying? Packers third down efficiency, 3 of 11. Eagles third down efficiency, 4 of 14. So you're getting the gist of this game. Basically, defense stayed in the hotel. They was basically kicking it in Rio de Janeiro. They was on the beach hanging out. They was like, you know what? We don't need to go to the game. It's all about the quarterbacks anyway. Let's go kick it at the Copacabana. That's what that tells me. No defense was being played at all. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But to that, I say this: FGB, FGB, FGB. Bear down.